Welcome to the third episode of TribeX. Our next speaker is Jokiranta, business psychologist at Vincit and co-founder at ProFounder. Mari is an organizational psychologist working on the tech scene, and she is passionate about developing people and business. She is an expert of agile development of organizations, modern leadership models, and organizational design. She believes that the success of your business is based on your people, and this is also true in the roller coaster of startup life. The topic of the keynote, resilience as a startup superpower. To succeed, you have to master the art of learning from failures and getting up to try again. As individuals and teams, you have to build resilience in order to enjoy this roller coaster and make your business prosper. Let's please welcome Jokiranta.
Hello and welcome to this session. My name is Jokiranta and I am a business psychologist and my job is to help people and companies grow. My passion is to work with the startup teams and with the startup ecosystem, mainly because it's so visible how the teams are doing. So the successes and the hard times are quite obvious, and that's why I want to help the teams to be better and succeed in what they do. And this is one of the reasons why we are talking about the resilience today. So, resilience is a superpower that all of the startup companies need. Let's stop here and think for a while about the life of a startup entrepreneur. It is a high-pressure job in an extremely unpredictable environment. It is a constant roller coaster of ups and downs, with the idea of maintaining the positive and optimistic attitude of more ups than downs. It is emotional, social, and professional roller coaster that you are going through as individuals and as a team. Startup entrepreneurs have a huge drive to build something of their own. They want to change the world. They want to fix things. And they want to grow in that process. Being an entrepreneur might be a true journey of self-discovery. And the entrepreneurial drive is the force that pushes you through. It might be most inspiring thing you have ever experienced. But there are the downs of this roller coaster too. The devastating moments of uncertainty or failure, the valleys of death, even burnouts at the end of the ride. The success of your business is based on your people, and this is also true in the roller coaster of startup life. The functional team dynamics do not usually just appear. They are built and they are boiled in this roller coaster. For your business, the direction and the ways to get there should be clarified and built together, and with the scalability in mind. Organizational design should start from the day one to get you ready for the scaling phase. And your team dynamics can either support your growth or break your growth. Being a startup entrepreneur is a constant learning curve. When you acquire the skills to work and succeed in one level, things change. The game changes. The problem you are solving is different again. You have to learn constantly and efficiently to be in the top of your game, as an individual and as a team. That requires a growth mindset, learning from failures, and ability to give and receive feedback, as individuals and as a team. That might be one of the reasons why serial entrepreneurs are so successful. Even though every startup situation is unique, the levels of the J-curve resemble each other. When you have done it once, you might have a better hunch how to do it again, how it might go the next time. You might have a better tolerance of uncertainty and better capability to learn from experimentation, even when it fails. But why is the resilience a superpower? Why do you need it? Resilience is the power to bounce back after difficult times, the power to maintain the essential after being pressured, the power to go on even and to get even better after the hard times. You need it because unexpected things happen. Shit might hit the fan. The black swans might appear. And believe me, the shit will hit the fan. Believe me, it will. The hits can be either external or internal. All of us are experiencing the external hit called Corona at the moment. But if you are battling with the internal shitstorms, you stand a little chance of being successful fighting off the external ones. I am more of an expert in the internal shitstorms. I'm a business psychologist and my job is to help companies and people grow. My job is to make sure that company culture and the organization matches the targets of the business. My job is to prevent the unnecessary shitstorms and the unnecessary failures of the team. Let's just focus for the internal shitstorms for a little while. Usually they are related to three different things. They are related to expectations, they are related to communication, and they are related to decision making of the team. First, of the expectations. We are all looking at this life through the eyeglasses of our own thoughts, of our own attitudes, of our own experiences, and of our own emotions related to these. There can be a lot of friction caused because the people don't behave or don't deliver in the way you expect them to in your team. The level of commitment might vary within the company, and that might be very frustrating, at least to the people who are putting in more effort than the others. The vision for the company might not be aligned. So you could actually be working together towards different goals and for different reasons and not be aware of it. And all of this can cause a lot of friction. The second potential shitstorm maker is the communication. As I said before, you will experience ups and downs, and sometimes pressure can bring up unpredictable behavior in yourself or in your teammates. Team members might react differently when being criticized, and you might find yourself playing the blaming game that usually never ends anywhere good. In every team I have seen, there's usually too little or unfunctional feedback. The amount of positive feedback should always be higher than the amount of negative feedback. Always. The third potential shitstorm maker is decision making. Very often in the everyday startup life, the values and the decision making don't match, and this might cause a lot of friction. The decision making structures might be unclear, So you don't know who is deciding on what and where are the limits of your own decision-making power, or you as a team might get stuck into the irrelevant things and waste too much time. It is also very common to have power imbalance in the teams. Somebody might be dominating and the others won't get heard. When you repeat these often enough and long enough, the shitstorm will hit at some point. But shall not worry, resilience can be built. It can be built in individual level and it can be built in the team level. When we start building the resilience in the team level, it starts with the caring for the needs of your team members and for the caring of your team. And making your own expectations explicit and activities transparent. No one can read your mind. It is your responsibility to ask actively and to share openly. The things that make the team actually work together are communal schemas. Shared thoughts of how and why we are doing this and contracting practices on the ways we work. The team that is working in a resilient manner has trust. They build that trust and they respect that trust in their everyday life. They have clarity in their roles and accountability on what they are doing. It should be clear who is in charge of what and what are the things that we are all responsible of. You should deliver what you have promised, and if it's not possible, you should be open about it. Resilient teams are flexible when it comes to challenging situations. They can be creative together when finding the answers. So when you are building resilience on your team, remember the importance of contracting practices and communal schemas. Remember to build trust in your everyday life and to have clarity and accountability in what you are doing and to be creative when solving problems. Your team and your culture is the essence of your company. When you are building your company culture, you should not let the speed blur your vision about the organization you are building. When you grow your company and recruit people, you should have the core of your organizational culture clarified and play to action in your everyday life. You should try to avoid unnecessary shitstorms with clarity and accountability, even though conflicts are necessary for your team to grow. And in the core of your company culture, resilience should be a key factor. Because there will be downs, because there will be pressures, because there will be hard times. But you can get through those hard times. As a team, you can grow and even flourish in the pressures, and you can get up after you have gone down. So have a good ride, take care of each other, and thanks for listening.
Thank you for watching the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more updates. Also, don't forget to check the Startup World Cup Finland series on this channel. The winner of the pitching event goes to San Francisco to compete for $1 million. Finally, don't forget to check out other episodes of TribeX on our channel.